How are you guys doing? Very good, very good. Actually, let's see, everyone from here on over, let's try this again. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? You know, that's pretty darn close. I can't pick it. Welcome to Sideshow. My name is Wayne Houch, and I see several familiar faces in the audience. It is a pleasure to be back here at the Chico Cabaret Theater. Those of you who know me know that I grew up here. Actually, both Josh and I grew up here in Chico. And Chico is interesting. It's a small town. It's an agricultural community, but at the same time, it's a college town, and you kind of get the best of both worlds. But for those of you who are here, I tell this story, I talk about this everywhere I go when I perform. But what are some of the issues? What are some of the problems with growing up or living in a small town? You know everybody. Everybody knows your business. I heard that. I always hear that. Wherever I go, I always hear that. What else?
Boredom.
Boredom, nothing to do. You see, when I was younger, when I was just growing up, there wasn't a whole lot to do. I got bored a lot, and because of that, I developed many strange and interesting hobbies. Magic was one of them. And I had this problem, and I'm sure I share this problem with many people, but when I was growing up, and even today to some extent, I can't back down from a dare. Someone dares me to do something, I'm bound to try it.
I dare you to back down.
Like that, right? I'm going to pretend like you didn't say that. So I remember when I was younger, it was a few years ago, I was at a party, house party here in Chico. One of my friends dared me to try this thing. I'm so grateful for him. He dared me to try this stunt. It wasn't really a magic trick, it was more like a party stunt, where you take a small object, you put it in your nose, and you spit it out your mouth. I swear to God, my friend's little brother could do this with a spaghetti noodle. It was awesome. But here was the rub. He dared me to try that, but in reverse. He wanted me to take an object, put it in my mouth, and get it to come out my nose. So I was young. Stupid. I gladly accepted the dare. I jumped up on a chair. I got everyone around me. There was about 30 people at the party. So I got everyone around me. I'm standing there. And I take a piece of sewing string. Well, I had a plan. Not so much of a plan as a theory, really. I figured that if I took this string and put one into my mouth and sucked it kind of to the back of my throat, that I could plug one nostril and blow as hard as I could, at the same time kind of like coughing, and it would... I figured it was kind of work itself out. Not so much. No, actually what happened is I got it to the back of my throat, I went to blow, and I kind of did this half cough, half sneeze, gag thing all at the same time. And I inadvertently created a brand new trick, which I am proud to share with you guys tonight. No, I'm not joking. Actually, tell you what, since this is the first show, let me warm up. Let me start off. How many of you have eaten already? Let me ask that question.
Popcorn.
I'm sorry to the rest of you. Let me warm up. I'm going to start off by showing you one of my favorite pieces of magic. This is one of my favorite things to do because of its simplicity. So I have some sewing string here. Actually, will you just go ahead and touch that? It's just regular thread, right? Yes? What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off at the very top. I'm going to break off just a few inches. Just like that. Just a little piece. I'm going to keep doing that all the way down the thread. I'm just going to break it up into several little pieces. We'll do one more here. So that's, I wasn't counting, what is that, 4 or 5 little pieces? I'm going to take some of the pieces, not all of them. I'll do this slowly. Thank you. I'm going to leave one behind, and if I take these pieces here and if I just twist them, we roll them into a little ball, and if I take that little ball, and on that last piece that we left, if I just squeeze, that it sticks. It gets better. It does. If I pull, each and every one of those little pieces fuses right back together. Thank you. Thank you. Now, while that was cool, as I said, that was one of my favorite tricks. That's not quite what I wanted to share with you guys tonight.
Oh boy.
Let's see if I can still do this.
That's over, right?
Should have warned you.
I'm sorry. Just cover your ears. I promise I won't yell.
That's good.
A necklace. No? Sometimes they want to keep it. And that is why I had very few friends in high school. Thank you very much. So geek magic and geek stunts have always fascinated me. And I think it's because there's